If you are over 60 and every time someone tells you to do more squats your knees start to feel uncomfortable, you are not alone. For years squats have been called the king of leg exercises. And in many cases that reputation is well deserved. However, here is something that might surprise you. Squats are not always the best choice for everyone, especially for older adults who may already be dealing with stiffness or reduced strength around the knees. As the body ages, natural changes begin to affect how joints and muscles respond to movement. The muscles that once supported the knees can become weaker over time, and the joints themselves may feel less stable. When deep squats are performed under these conditions, they can place more stress on the knees than the body is ready to handle. What works well for younger individuals with strong muscles and resilient joints does not always translate safely to someone in their 60s or beyond. This does not mean you should avoid exercise. In fact, staying active is one of the most important things you can do for your long-term health. The key is choosing movements that support your body rather than challenge it in ways that create discomfort. This content is for general educational purposes and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always listen to your body and consider speaking with a qualified professional before starting a new exercise routine. As we continue, it is important to understand what is actually happening inside the knee during deep squat movements. When you lower your body into a deep squat, the knee joint experiences increasing levels of pressure. Research in exercise science has shown that in certain positions, the force placed on the knee can be several times greater than your body weight. For a younger person with strong muscles and healthy joints, this may not cause any immediate problems. But for older adults, the situation can be very different. With age, the muscles that support the knee may no longer provide the same level of strength and stability. At the same time, the joint itself may become more sensitive due to natural wear and tear. When these factors combine, deep squats can begin to feel uncomfortable or even painful. Over time, this discomfort may lead to hesitation or a growing fear of movement, which can limit daily activity and confidence. It is important to recognize that not all discomfort means harm, but repeated strain without proper support can become counterproductive. Exercise should help your body feel stronger and more stable, not overwhelmed. This is why understanding how different movements affect your joints is so important. By becoming more aware of how your body responds, you can begin to choose exercises that reduce unnecessary stress while still building strength. This approach helps protect the knees and supports safer, more confident movement over time. Now here is where things can become even more important. When knee discomfort starts to appear, many people naturally respond by moving less. It may feel like the safest choice in the moment. If something hurts, it seems logical to avoid it. But over time, this can create a cycle that works against your body instead of supporting it. When movement decreases, the muscles that protect and stabilize the knee begin to weaken. This includes the quadriceps in the front of the thigh, the hamstrings in the back, and the lower leg muscles that help control balance. As these muscles lose strength, the knee joint is left with less support during everyday activities like standing, walking, or climbing stairs. This can lead to reduced stability, less confidence in movement, and a higher risk of losing balance. It is important to understand that avoiding movement completely is not a long-term solution. In most cases, gentle and controlled activity is far more beneficial than inactivity. The goal is not to push through pain, but to keep the body engaged in a safe and supportive way. Even small, consistent movements can help maintain strength, improve stability, and support independence as you continue to age. To understand why this cycle happens, we need to look at a natural process that affects all of us as we age. It is called sarcopenia, which refers to the gradual loss of muscle mass over time. This is a normal part of aging, but it can have a significant impact on how your body feels and moves each day. Research suggests that after the age of 50, adults can lose a small percentage of muscle mass each decade if they do not actively work to maintain it. While that change may seem slow, over time it adds up. The muscles around the knee become less able to provide the support and stability they once did. As a result, the knee joint has to handle more of the load during simple activities like walking, standing up, or climbing stairs. This shift places extra stress on the joint. which can contribute to discomfort and reduced confidence in movement. The encouraging news is that this process is not completely fixed. With regular and appropriate strength-focused exercise, it is possible to maintain and even improve muscle function later in life. Supporting your muscles means supporting your joints, and that is a key step toward moving more comfortably and confidently every day. Building on that idea, the real focus should not be on the knee alone, but on the entire support system around it. The knee does not work in isolation. It relies on surrounding muscles like the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and lower leg muscles to stay stable and move smoothly. When these muscles are strong and active, they help absorb force and guide proper movement, which reduces the amount of stress placed directly on the joint. Instead of trying to fix the knee itself, a more effective approach is to strengthen these supporting muscles. Research in exercise and aging has shown that improving muscle strength around the joint can lead to better stability, less discomfort, and improved balance. This is especially important for older adults, where balance and coordination play a key role in preventing falls and maintaining confidence in daily movement. The key is choosing exercises that build strength in a safe and controlled way. Not every exercise is suitable for every body, and that is perfectly okay. By selecting movements that respect your current ability and avoid unnecessary strain, you can gradually improve strength without causing irritation. Over time, this creates a more stable and reliable foundation for movement. When the muscles around the knee become stronger, everyday activities begin to feel easier. Standing up, walking, and climbing stairs can become more comfortable and controlled. This is how smart, consistent training supports long-term joint health and overall quality of life. As you begin to strengthen the muscles around your knees, an important shift in mindset becomes clear. Effective exercise does not need to feel painful to work. In fact, movements that create consistent discomfort are often a sign that the body is being pushed in the wrong way. Instead of forcing through pain, many physical therapists encourage a more thoughtful approach that focuses on joint-friendly exercises. These types of movements are designed to reduce unnecessary stress on the knees while still helping you build strength and stability. They allow the muscles to do their job without overloading the joint itself. This is especially important for older adults, where maintaining comfort and confidence in movement is just as important as improving strength. Rather than working harder, the goal is to work smarter. Choosing the right exercises can make a meaningful difference in how your body responds over time. With the right approach, you can improve balance, support your joints, and feel more secure in everyday activities without adding strain. In the next section, we will walk through 4 simple and effective exercises that follow these principles. They are designed to be safe, practical, and easy to adjust based on your comfort level, helping you build strength in a way that supports long-term movement and overall well-being. Now let us begin with the first exercise, a simple adjustment that can make a familiar movement feel much more comfortable. The heel elevated squat is a modified version of the traditional squat designed to be more joint-friendly, especially for older adults. By slightly raising the heels on a small surface, such as a low wedge or a sturdy book, the body is able to stay more upright during the movement. This small change in position can make a meaningful difference. It shifts more of the workload toward the quadriceps muscles in the front of the thighs, which play an important role in supporting the knees. At the same time, it can reduce unnecessary strain on the knee joint itself. The result is a movement that feels more controlled and stable. It is important to remember that this exercise does not require deep bending to be effective. Even a small and comfortable range of motion can help activate the muscles and build strength over time. Moving slowly and with control is far more valuable than trying to go lower. This example shows how a minor adjustment in technique can improve both safety and comfort, making it easier to stay consistent with your routine. Building on that idea, the next exercise takes a slightly different approach but offers powerful benefits with minimal joint stress. The wall sit is an isometric movement, which means your muscles are working while your body remains mostly still. Instead of repeated bending and straightening, you hold a steady position. allowing the muscles to activate without placing extra strain on the knees. To perform this movement, you simply lean your back against a wall and slide down into a comfortable seated position. From there, the quadriceps, glutes, and core muscles begin to engage to support your body. Because the knees are not moving through repeated motion, this can feel much gentler, especially for those with sensitive joints. This type of training is particularly helpful for building muscle endurance and improving stability. These qualities are essential for everyday activities like standing, walking, and maintaining balance. Just as important, the wall sit allows you to control the intensity. Even holding the position for a few seconds can be effective at the beginning. As your strength improves, you can gradually increase the time. This steady and controlled approach helps build confidence while supporting safe and consistent progress. As we continue, the third exercise introduces a more dynamic movement while still keeping safety in mind. Step-back lunges offer a practical and joint-friendly alternative to traditional forward lunges. Instead of stepping forward and placing immediate pressure on the front knee, you step backward, which naturally shifts more of the workload toward the hips and glutes. This adjustment is important because the hips and glutes are among the strongest muscle groups in the body. When they are properly engaged, they help control leg alignment and reduce excess stress on the knee joint. This creates a more balanced and supportive movement pattern that feels smoother and more stable. Another benefit of step-back lunges is that they closely resemble movements used in everyday life, such as stepping, turning, or changing direction. Practicing this pattern can improve coordination and balance, which are essential for maintaining confidence as you move throughout your day. As always, the focus should be on slow and controlled motion rather than depth or speed. Even a small step and gentle bend can be effective. Over time, this exercise can help you feel more steady, more coordinated, and more secure in your daily movements. As we bring everything together, one of the most important lessons becomes clear. It is not about how hard you push your body, but how consistently you support it over time. Simple and safe exercises, done regularly, can lead to real improvements in strength, balance, and confidence. You do not need extreme workouts or complicated routines to make progress. What matters most is building a routine that feels sustainable and supportive. Alongside movement, daily habits also play a key role. Getting enough rest allows your muscles to recover. Staying hydrated helps keep your joints and tissues functioning well. Eating balanced meals with enough protein and nutrients supports muscle health and overall energy. These small choices, repeated day after day, create a strong foundation for healthy aging. It is also important to remember that this content is for general educational purposes and may not fit every individual situation. If you have specific health concerns, consider speaking with a qualified professional before making changes to your routine. Over time, these consistent actions can help you move with greater ease and confidence. You are not just exercising. You are protecting your independence and your quality of life.